With Session Update, I'm Julie Bartke. The Safe and Supportive Schools Act, also known as the Anti-Bullying Bill, stopped just short of making it through the Senate process in 2013. It's back in the Senate now and was taken up in the Education Policy Committee on Tuesday. Here's some of the testimony from that committee.
This legislation is intended to prevent bullying by a student, to facilitate a safe and conducive educational environment for all students, ameliorate the effects of bullying, and teach students the boundaries of socially appropriate behavior.
I'm a parent, and I'm here today to oppose this bill. My son committed suicide 8 years ago after being bullied on a school bus. He was only in 6th grade. He was only 12. He was a bright, lovely boy who loved airplanes, reading, learning. He had dreams of being an aeronautical engineer, building a restaurant in a treehouse, and feeding the poor. Tom loved to give big bear hugs, to laugh. He loved to get to know other people, and he loved life. We decided to send Tom to Fridley Middle School to their International Baccalaureate program. We wanted Tom to be challenged so that he could have a chance to make his dreams come true. But it didn't work out that way. It was in December, on Christmas break, that Tom first told us of being bullied. He said it was consistently happening in the hallways between classes. It just happened that we had parent-teacher conferences right after break, so we brought it up at the teacher conference that time. That's what parents are told to do first, so that's what we did. His teacher said that she had talked to the girl. I'm not sure what was done, but Tom said things were better a week later when I asked him, but it wasn't. Many times children do not report their bullying. Tom only told us a portion of what his was. I don't know why, and I never will. He came home from school that Wednesday. That day was my granddaughter's first birthday. That day my mom had brought a lemon meringue pie to our house because it was Tom's favorite. That day was sunny but cold outside. He came into the house. He took his backpack off and dropped it on the floor. He went outside saying that he had a project for school the next day. I was on the computer looking for airfare tickets to Florida to see our daughter graduate from Florida Tech. I didn't get to talk to him. I didn't get any last words with him. Tom went out to our barn. He took a handsaw that belonged to his great-grandfather. He cut the rope off of the sled. He stepped onto a toy riding tractor that he used to play on. He stood on the ledge, took the rope, and he hung himself. I don't know why. Tom was an ordinary boy who would not have fit into any category listed in this bill. He was just a little quirky boy who loved to laugh, he loved to learn, and I don't know why, but he did.
U.S. government captured Osama bin Laden a few years ago. A student came up to me and said, "Sorry, your leader died." It is hurtful comments like this that make me feel uncomfortable at times in my environment, and I noticed immediately after the situation that other students started to make similar comments. I put a stop to it immediately because it seemed like bullying, and other students might not have that courage. Fortunately, I have not experienced bullying at my current school beyond that. A few years ago, however, I was not the only Muslim at my school, and the other Muslim students ended up transferring due to insulting comments being thrown their way constantly. Dirty terrorist, kebab killer, and other hurtful, juvenile insults were hurled at the students, who were at the time 7th and 8th graders. My experience with bullying continues beyond my current school. When I was younger, I was the victim of bullying in my elementary school years. From 3rd to 5th grade, I was teased and bullied by simple fact of being one of the smallest kids at school. Wedgies, getting shoved in lockers, and swirlies were all a part of my daily reality and made me go home to my parents crying quite frequently and made me feel unsafe at school. I was not the only student either. I've seen countless students get made fun of constantly for being seen as different in any way, and this leads them to feeling unsafe in school. These multiple experiences have shaped my thoughts on bullying, and is why I believe we need this bill to be passed.
To follow the progress of that legislation, you can follow us at Senate Media Services and our Facebook, our Twitter, and our YouTube accounts.